Deewaar, 1975, is a landmark in Indian cinema, blending intense family drama with themes of morality, loyalty, and rebellion. Directed by Yash Chopra and written by the legendary duo Salim Javed, it stars Amitabh Bachchan, Shashi Kapoor, Nirupa Roy, and Parveen Babi. The film tells the story of two brothers, Vijay and Ravi, who are shaped by their impoverished childhood and the humiliation their family endured due to the betrayal of their father. As they grow older, their paths diverge dramatically. Vijay becomes a smuggler, while Ravi joins the police force. The film is revered not only for its gripping narrative, but also for its deep emotional undertones, remarkable performances, and iconic dialogues. Plot overview. The film begins by introducing the struggles of a family whose father, Anand Verma, Sachin Kapu, works as a labor union leader. Anand, who is honest and idealistic, fights for the rights of his fellow workers. However, he is tricked by corrupt businessmen into signing a document that betrays the workers. This betrayal leads to the workers revolting against him, forcing him to flee in shame, leaving his wife, Sumitra, Nirupa Roy, and two young sons, Vijay and Ravi, behind. Sumitra and her children are left to fend for themselves. They live in abject poverty, and the absence of their father leaves a lasting impact on young Vijay. He is marked both physically and emotionally when a local thug tattoos "Mera Bap Chor Hai," "My father is a thief," on his arm. This event sows the seeds of anger and resentment in Vijay, which later defines his character. As the brothers grow up, their personalities and choices reflect the different paths life has pushed them toward. Vijay, Amitabh Bachchan, hardened by his difficult childhood, takes on menial jobs to support his family, but the memory of the humiliation they suffered drives him to seek power and wealth by any means necessary. He becomes involved in the world of smuggling and crime, working for a powerful underworld boss. His rise in the criminal world is swift, as his street-smart instincts and willingness to break the law lead him to become a rich and feared figure. On the other hand, Ravi, Shashi Kapoor, follows a moral and righteous path. He becomes a police officer, dedicated to upholding the law and fighting corruption. His ideals are in direct contrast to Vijay's life of crime, setting the stage for the inevitable conflict between the two brothers. Themes of conflict and brotherhood. At the heart of Deewaar is the clash between the two brothers, representing opposing values of morality and justice. Vijay, though involved in illegal activities, is portrayed as a tragic figure, a man who, despite his wealth and power, is haunted by his past and carries the burden of having sacrificed his moral integrity to provide for his family. His rise to the top of the criminal underworld is motivated by his desire to erase the stain of his father's dishonor and give his mother a better life. In a sense, Vijay is not a typical villain. He is a deeply conflicted character whose decisions are driven by his circumstances. Ravi, on the other hand, symbolizes the idealistic and law-abiding individual. His love for his family and his duty as a police officer puts him in direct opposition to Vijay. The tension between the brothers is masterfully built throughout the film, as both are bound by their shared past but torn apart by their divergent choices. This culminates in the climactic confrontation between the two, where Ravi, torn between his duty and his love for his brother, must make the ultimate decision to bring Vijay to justice. The moral ambiguity of the characters in Deewaar is one of its strongest elements. While Ravi is the good brother, his choices are not without emotional cost. He faces internal turmoil in deciding to arrest his own brother. Vijay, on the other hand, though a criminal, is driven by noble intentions to provide for his family and protect his mother. The film explores the complexity of moral choices, where neither brother is entirely right or wrong, and both are victims of the societal and personal forces that shape them. Key relationships. Vijay and Sumitra. The bond between Vijay and his mother is central to the film's emotional depth. Sumitra, portrayed by Nirupa Roy, is the moral anchor of the family, representing traditional values of honesty, hard work, and sacrifice. Vijay's devotion to his mother is absolute. All of his decisions, including his turn to crime, are motivated by his desire to give her a better life. This relationship mirrors a broader societal expectation in Indian culture, where the mother-son bond holds significant emotional weight. Vijay and Ravi. The core conflict of Deewaar lies in the relationship between the two brothers. They love each other deeply, but their differing values set them on a collision course. Ravi's law-abiding nature forces him to confront Vijay despite his personal feelings. The tension between familial loyalty and duty to society is portrayed with great emotional intensity, particularly in the famous scene where Ravi confronts Vijay, leading to the iconic exchange, "Mere paas ma hai, I have my mother," symbolizing their different approaches to life. Vijay and Anita. Vijay's relationship with Anita, Parveen Bobby, a bar dancer, adds another layer to his character. Anita becomes his confidant and romantic partner, representing a rare moment of vulnerability for Vijay. However, their relationship is doomed by the dangerous life Vijay leads. Anita's eventual death further isolates Vijay, contributing to his tragic downfall. Iconic dialogues and scenes. Deewaar is remembered for its powerful dialogues, many of which have become iconic in Indian cinema. The most famous, "Mere paas ma hai," spoken by Ravi to Vijay, highlights the emotional foundation of the film. The line encapsulates the film's theme of family and loyalty, while also signifying the moral chasm between the two brothers. Another notable scene is when Vijay confronts the memory of his father's betrayal, vowing never to forgive him, further reinforcing the deep psychological scars that drive his actions. The film's visual storytelling is equally powerful. Yash Chopra uses the physical spaces, whether the cramped quarters of the family home, the opulent settings of Vijay's criminal empire, or the vastness of the city, to reflect the emotional and moral divides between the characters. The imagery of walls, Deewaar, throughout the film serves as a metaphor for the barriers between the brothers, their values, and their worlds. Music and cultural impact. The music, composed by R.D. Burman, complements the emotional tone of the film. The songs, though few, capture the essence of the characters' internal struggles. Songs like K Doon Tumhe add a lighter, romantic touch to the otherwise intense narrative. Deewaar was not just a box office success, it became a cultural phenomenon. The film resonated with audiences during a time of political and social unrest in India. Vijay's anger and rebellion against an unjust system mirrored the frustrations of the common man in 1970s India, making him a symbol of the angry young man archetype that Amitabh Bachchan became famous for. Legatse. Deewaar is widely regarded as one of the greatest Indian films ever made. It established Amitabh Bachchan as a superstar and cemented his image as the angry young man of Bollywood. The film's themes of family, morality, and justice, coupled with its memorable performances and dialogues, have made it a timeless classic. The film also had a profound influence on Indian cinema, setting a template for the crime and family drama genre that would be emulated for decades. Its exploration of complex moral dilemmas and the nuanced portrayal of its characters continue to inspire filmmakers and audiences alike. In conclusion, Deewaar is not just a film about crime or justice. It is a deeply emotional narrative about family, loyalty, and the choices that define our lives. Its enduring appeal lies in its ability to balance gripping action with profound emotional depth, making it one of the most important films in the history of Indian cinema.